Guys, I am back out here with my 2001 Toyota Tundra, and you guys probably have seen this truck in a couple of videos already. But in this video, we are installing a 3-inch suspension lift in the front and a 2-inch lift in the rear. It's kind of a level one kit, get the truck sitting fairly decent. Why am I doing this to a two-wheel drive? Because I do go off-roading. I use this to haul my dirt bikes. And yes, it does bottom out on stuff. Turning around on dirt roads can be a little bit tricky sometimes. I do hit the front bumper occasionally. I just want a little bit more clearance to clear some rocks and bushes out on the trails. So let's get started. I believe I am going to start on the rear because that's going to be an easier job today. So let's go around back and jack it up. Alright guys, so before we get started here, I wanted to take a second and talk about the suspension lift. This is not a paid endorsement, I just want to show you what's involved in this. So these here are spacers for your front coilovers, and these just bolt right on the top of your front coilovers, and then you would bolt that onto your frame. In the back we are doing a block lift. The older style block lifts were made out of aluminum, and they had a tendency to break and blow out. This newer style, they're made out of steel, and these should be fairly robust for going off-road. It has new long U-bolts, of course, because the old ones are going to be too short because we're lifting it by 2 inches. Comes with the nuts, hardware, everything that you're going to need to do this job. So fairly straightforward kit, pretty easy. Not the best kit for off-road performance, but it will get your truck a little bit higher off the ground. Alright, here we are under the back of the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and slide a jack under the axle and suspend it by the axle. Then we're going to slide some jack stands in. And what I am going to do is unbolt from that side, let the whole axle kind of droop down, slide my block in, bolt it back up, and then swap over to the other side and do the same thing. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here's where I'm at. So you can see, we got the old U-bolts off. We got the spring loose. So all I'm going to do is hopefully just jack up on the frame, lift this frame up, and this axle should stay where it's at. And we'll just slide in the block, and that'll be good. So let's go ahead and jack this thing up and give it a go. Alright, so here's what we're looking at now. I got these brand new U-bolts here that are extra long just for this job. And they come in the kit, of course. But yeah, they just fit on there like that. We can take our bottom plate, make a sandwich out of it. So let's go ahead and start bolting this all back together on this side, and then I'll do the same process on the other side. Alright guys, so here's the problem I've kind of ran into. These U-bolts are so long, I can't get a socket over them to tighten down these bolts all the way. So what I'm going to have to do is actually take an angle grinder and chop those off. So let's go ahead and get these chopped off and get this torqued down on this side so we can move on to the other side. Okay, so there's actually quite a bit of height difference. This is actually the natural ride height. I think once I ride heat around in this a little bit and wear into suspension, this will settle in a little bit. But that's more or less where I think the suspension is going to be in the back. This is kind of where we're at in the front here. Stock, so it's going to be more of the same. Show you what I got going on for front. So we got these here spacers. And actually my lower control arm bushings do need to be replaced. I had more reasons for doing this than just you know, cosmetic reasons and being able to go off-roading. So we're gonna go ahead, jack up the front end of this truck and get hard to work on getting all this disassembled. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, I just want to show you kind of what's going on here. So this is our front coilover or shock rudder. We have the spacer and all we're doing, putting that on there like that, taking our stock hardware, bolting it down, and then the kit comes with some bolts that will bolt into this to hold the shock in. And this is probably about 1 7/4 inch spacer. And based on the geometry, that will increase our ride height by 3 inches. So let's go ahead, bolt this down, and get this thing ready to go. Alright, hey guys, it's actually a few days later, and the reason I stopped kind of that day is because it was just way too hot. But as you can see, we got the truck lifted, so let's check out this truck and see just what it looks like lifted. You can see just how much more ground clearance it has. The lift kit is not obnoxiously tall, but it's good height, I believe, especially for the tires that I'm running. Running stock tires, I don't need anything bigger than this. Just need a little bit of ground clearance to keep the front bumper out of sticks and the rocks. But man, so as far as bed, the bed of the truck is about right here. Let's come around back. Check it out on this side. Yeah, I feel like this is a big improvement over what we had stock. See a little bit of body damage down there. I mean, this whole truck is pretty hammered. I am going to do something about the paint. I will disclose that in the later video if you guys are interested. Anyhow, I think that's a wrap on this video, guys. What do you think? I think for an old beat up truck That looks much better than the truck that I started with the chrome 20-inch mags. Definitely looks good with those new stock wheels. Okay guys, so I think that's a wrap. Sorry I didn't give you guys more information on the whole lift kit and have more detail. This wasn't really a how-to-do video, which is just me kind of showing you guys, me putting the lift kit on the truck and showing you what's all involved in it. Anyhow, if you liked this video, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Please like the video and please subscribe too if you're brand new here, if you do such a thing. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.